What's up, guys? I look like I have a really small head in this video, but it's not true. My head is actually really big, figuratively and literally. I am on my way back from LA and from the Idea World Fitness Convention, and most of my friends will tell you this is when I go kind of crazy because I have all these new ideas in my head and I try to implement them all at once, which obviously usually leads to crash and burn. I do still keep intact some of the ideas that I get out of the conference, but a lot of times it's like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and this, and it's gonna be a new class, and you can't really do that. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about today. What I am talking about on my way home, which I'm probably gonna do like 10 of these on the way home, but what I want to talk about right now is we all want to lose weight. We all want to get to certain positions with our body composition and how we look and feel. And we all know that we should be working out, eating well, and blah, 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 and that should take us to our goals. But we need to dissect what it is we're actually doing to get to our goals. So I'm going to take 3 different pillars of fitness and 3 different components that you're going to need to actually get to where you want to go. So the first one I want to talk about is your diet, right? We all know, every single one of us knows that we need to be eating the right foods, but are we eating the right foods? That's one question. So one way to do this is to have food journals, and some of the people that are in our 8-week challenges know that I'm huge on the food journaling. If you write things down, one, you're more likely not to eat something bad for you if you have to write it down. If you have to be accountable for that whole cheesecake, or 6 tacos, or 15 glasses of wine, you're less likely to eat that if someone else is going to see that you're eating that, who knows that your goals are not coinciding with that habit. So I think that everyone should get a food journal. And there's a difference. A lot of people are like, oh, I keep track on MyFitnessPal. But the thing is, that journal that you have to carry around and that you have is actually much better and a great reminder as opposed to MyFitnessPal, which is on your phone. Right? You're going to have your phone regardless. So that's not really reminding you about what you're doing. But that journal that I make my people carry around, if they're doing it correctly, that journal is a constant reminder of, oh, I got to be on my game. I got to be on my game. So if you have that journal with you at all times, you will think about what you're eating at all times. So my big thing, I give people a journal. It's, I think it's about a 5x8 notebook. And it's called the Body Minder Journal. You can get it on Amazon. But I give my people that. It has a space for exercise. It has a space for their food. And the people that actually take it into account and actually do what they're supposed to do with it see major results. You can get results without it as well, but I've never seen anyone that journals well and journals right and is truthful about it not reach some of their goals. So that's one part of the diet thing. Next part of the diet thing, great that you're writing everything down, but if that journaling doesn't work to your advantage and you're still eating crap, are you still eating crap? Yes. You might write down everything you eat, and you might not care about the accountability, and you might say, yep, I had 12 cheese pizzas, and I had 6 burritos, and I had a half a liter of Jack Daniels. If that's the case, we got to assess that and figure out how we stop eating that, because none of that plays a positive role in your weight loss goals, your muscle gain goals, none of that. And I think we all know that as well. It's just a matter of saying, okay, I'm sorry, I need to not do that because this is my goal. We've got to have our goal in hand and in mind, top of mind all the time. Every decision you make workout-wise, party-wise, diet-wise, needs to have that goal in mind. So the one thing we got to pay attention to, I'm going to fix this, sorry. Woo, ray of sunshine. And there we go. All right, now you're going to get a beautiful ray of sunshine in Tony Cress. So the one thing we got to pay attention to is, are we eating the right things? One of the things people don't do a lot is eat vegetables. If you eat a vegetable, a good clean vegetable, not doused with butter, not oil, you know, some sort of good clean vegetable, leafy greens, you know, peppers, to be honest, any vegetable, because most people aren't eating them. If you eat a vegetable with every meal, I can pretty much guarantee that you'll lose weight. I can pretty much guarantee you'll lose body fat, even if that's all you do. So one of your goals diet-wise is to add in an extra vegetable every day for the first week. Then the next week, add in 2, you know? And then the week after that, try to add in a vegetable every single time you eat. So it's not like you're overloading your system with all this new food and all this, and you're running to the bathroom every 5 minutes, right? So add 1 vegetable a week to each day. And then by the time you're at week 8, all of a sudden you're eating 8 servings of vegetables, and you didn't even really know it, because all you're doing is adding 1 vegetable a day every week. But that is key. That is key to what we're trying to do. Right? So let's move on. But that's one tip for the diet side. Now we need to talk about the workouts you're doing. It's great to show up to a gym and be there for 2 hours and say, oh, I was at the gym for 2 hours. That doesn't mean you worked out for 2 hours. You might have been at the gym for 2 hours, but what did you do while you were there? You got to look at the intensity of our workouts. So, and I'm going to promote CrossFit a little bit here, which is crazy because I don't really do that, but CrossFit kind of has it right. You get in, you do your work, you get out, right? Some CrossFit workouts are, 7 minutes long. So, but that 7 minutes is work, so you have to pay attention to what you're doing in that hour that you're in the gym, or that you're doing that spinning class, or that you're doing, what is it that you're doing? So you could be in the gym and you could see your friend, talk to them for 10 minutes, get upstairs, stretch for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden the machine that you want is taken, so you grab a drink or you sit on the floor for a little bit, and all of a sudden the first 30 minutes of your hour is gone. So you have 30 minutes left, and what a lot of people do will just go on a treadmill or a cardio machine, and then they jog around on that treadmill or elliptical at 50% pace, 50% effort. For the last 20, they get off it, stretch for 10 minutes, like, oh man, hard workout. No, you've got to realize what the intensity of your workout is. So an easy way to do this, and it's super simple, and I forget about it a lot of times, is to take your heart rate from time to time during your workout. So if you are pretty well conditioned and you randomly take your heart rate in the middle of your workout, and it's sitting somewhere at 130, that's probably not that intense of a workout, to be honest. It depends on your age, but if you're, let's say you're my age, which is 75 years old or 35, so if I'm sitting at 130, I'm really not exerting myself all that much. I could actually go a lot harder than I'm going and still keep up my workout for a while. So you want to get your heart rate somewhere up above like 70% of your max for most of your workout. So take 220 minus your age, right? However old you are. 220 minus your age, and then that's your max heart rate. So 220 minus my age, 35. Let's see if I can do this math right. 185, maybe? Yep, 185. So 185 is my max heart rate. So I need to be somewhere around 70% or greater to make that an efficient workout for me. So 185, let's say 70%. Let's say it's, I don't know what the math is there, but I need to be somewhere above like 150 to make my workout decent. So that's your goal, is to make your workout intense, right? It might be intense for 10 minutes. It might be intense for 5 minutes. It might be intense. Whoa, there's a car that's flipped over here. Might be intense for, certain points, and then it comes back down, and then goes back up, comes back down. But you need the intensity of your workout to get up real high, or else it's kind of a crap workout. But kind of just monitor the intensity of the workout, right? Don't kind of float through it. Don't do any of that stuff. Like, really work hard when you're there, because that's going to give you the benefits. Just going isn't going to do anything for you, right? Just going through the motions will do nothing. So we've covered 2 bases. Wow, that's crazy. We've covered 2 bases, and now we need the 3rd base that I want to cover today, and that is recovery. I don't think you're going to see that, but it's going to be cool if you do. Nope. Recovery. So are you getting enough rest, right? Are you getting enough rest to make this all worthwhile, to make your dieting worthwhile, to make your workouts and that effort worthwhile? If you're not sleeping enough, you're not going to reap the benefits that you could be reaping. Think if you could sleep, 6-8 hours a day, right? Your body will recover and grow back stronger because of that amount of that steady state of rest that you're letting it recuperate in. If you let your body recuperate in 4 hours, that's not enough time to sleep even, really. Your body's never gonna actually recover to its full extent. So get enough sleep, right? What are you doing otherwise recovery? So in recovery terms, so are you getting massages? Are you foam rolling? Are you meditating? Are you doing yoga? Like, recovery, we need our bodies to reset in order to grow, right? And so some people may do yoga. Some people may stretch forever. Some people, I love to foam roll. I love anything about myofascial release. What that's doing is taking that inflammation of the muscle and those adhesions in the muscles, and it's breaking them down and letting those muscles relax. And the thing is that when your muscles are super tight and sore all the time, all that's doing is not letting your muscles get any stronger. So you have to recover as well, so your muscles build back stronger. Those adhesions and that inflammation directly relates to less muscle gain, right? So if you have tight legs, if you have, like, if you're on that foam roller and you have knots all the time and you only foam roll once a month, you're basically screwing yourself over, because that adhesion and that tightness in your muscles is not allowing your muscles to act in a way that they are giving you the most potential. So by not foam rolling, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you are not effectively getting as much out of your muscles as you can be, and as much out of fat loss as you can. So those are the 3 pillars today. We've got diet, nutrition, right? Add a vegetable every day, every week, add another vegetable. We've got your workouts, the intensity of your workouts. You need them to be intense. You need to get up into that higher heart rate range. We want to talk about VO2 max, but that's a story for another day. But the easiest way to do it is heart rate, so we'll stick with that. So make sure your workouts are intense enough. And then 3rd, recovery. So make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure your body is actually moving in the way that it should move, so that all the muscles work together efficiently the way that they're supposed to work, so you can get as much benefit and the maximal effort and the maximal results that you can out of those muscles. Make sure you get enough sleep. So that's what we're talking about today. This has gone on for a very long time, but if you do those 3 things, if you concentrate on those 3 things, I'm not telling you to concentrate on 500 things, just telling you to concentrate on 3 things. That nutrition, that workout intensity, and that recovery time. So if you concentrate on those 3 things, you should get results. There's no way about it, right? So that's it. We'll talk about another topic some other day. Check out TonyCrest.com for cool videos. Subscribe to my YouTube if you like this video. Even if you didn't like the video, look at that cool sun, that ray of sunshine. Even if you didn't like the video, like it, share it, do whatever you want with it. But that is my rant while I'm on my way